What's a short, clean joke that gets a laugh every time?
Guy goes to his doctor, says Doc, I've been having the wildest dreams. Last night I dreamed I was a wigwam, the night before I dreamed I was a teepee. The doctor thought for a moment, then came to a conclusion, I see the problem, you are too tense, too tense. What did the pirate say when his girlfriend dumped him? Me hearty. Did you know diarrhea is hereditary? It runs in your genes. What do you say to a one-legged hitchhiker? Hop in. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because. In your best deranged chicken voice. You don't want to mess with green tarmac. He's a psychopath. What's brown and sticky? A stick. I'm sure someone will have said this already. If you're ever in a crowded elevator. My grandma and I were in a crowded elevator once, like really packed in. She said out loud, if I only have this much space in heaven. Everyone laughed and felt better, I think. Are you allowed to laugh loudly in Hawaii, or just aloha? Did you hear Willie Nelson died? He was playing On the Road Again. Might ago as a man walked into a bar, he said ouch. What did the 0 say to the 8? Hey. Nice belt. What's brown and sticky? A stick. 2 goldfish in a tank. One says to the other, how in the heck do we drive this thing? 2 guys walked into a bar. One said ouch. When I was a child, I had my tonsils out and repeated this joke to all the other children and any adult that came on the ward. Knock knock, who's there? Doctor who? You just said it. My parents said I'd never make it as a comedian. Nobody's laughing now. I couldn't live in Dubai, but I could live in Abu Dhabi. That's because the people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people in Abu Dhabi do. A man walks into a heavy metal bar. Ouch. He says a dyslexic man walks into a bra. When you go past a graveyard/funeral home and you say, they're dying to get in there. I've always suspected my parents hated me growing up. They got me an electric blanket for my 10th birthday, but I was a chronic bedwetter. Take my wife. Please. She says she's going to leave me if I don't stop doing Borat impressions. Who says? What do they call Miley Cyrus in Europe? Kilometry Cyrus. I mixed up the word for yakuza and jacuzzi and now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia. What the difference between looking for a lost golf ball and Lady Godiva? The first one is a hunt on a course. What's yellow and has 4 wheels on top? A dead school bus. What's brown and sticky? A stick. 2 cannibals are eating a clown. One looks to the other and says, does this taste funny to you? 3 guys walk into a bar. The 4th one ducks. What did Spock find in the toilet? The captain's log. Fun fact, before the invention of the crowbar, crows mostly drank at home. Jokes about sugar, they are rare. Jokes about brown sugar, demerara. What's brown and sticky? A stick. What's brown and sticky? A stick. I laughed hysterically the first time I heard that and think about it all the time. What's brown and sticky? A stick. There was a little bunny, his nose was very runny. You might think it's funny, but it's snot. You, what is a pirate's favorite letter? Them, is it the letter R? R? You, in a bad pirate accent, 'tis the C. A priest, a nun, a rabbi, a doctor, and a lawyer all walk into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, hey, what is this, a joke? What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. What's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint. The doctor said I had Tom Jones disease. I asked, is that rare? The doctor said it's not unusual. 28-3. How do you catch a polar bear? Well, you cut a hole in the ice and put some peas next to it. When he goes up to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole. Did you hear about the one-armed fisherman? He once caught a fish hold up one hand this big. My first time on an escalator was an uplifting experience. The second time let me down. Repost bots are a joke. You're a 2-year-old account that just became active 9 hours ago. A good sheepdog needs to know how to make you turn. Sometimes I feel sad about all the people I've lost in my life, then I think maybe I shouldn't have been a mountain guide. You heard about those new corduroy pillows? They're making headlines. What has four wheels and flies? A rubbish truck. Me, knock knock you, who's there me? Control freak me, now you say control freak who? Winking face. It's not a one-liner but I love this joke. Two women die together in a car accident. They get to heaven and they look around in amazement to see a glorious world of gold and jewels, and ducks everywhere. Saint Peter says welcome to heaven, the only rule is don't step on a duck. Few days go by and the women see each other one morning and the other woman is handcuffed to the ugliest, most hideous man she's ever seen. She asks her friend in horror what happened? And the handcuffed friend replies I stepped on a duck. Not wanting to be stuck with an ugly man for all eternity, the other friend is super cautious of the ducks. A few months go by and Saint Peter calls the woman to him and without saying a word, handcuffs her to the most gorgeous man she's ever seen. She's all aglow with happiness and joy, and because she can't contain her excitement at her good luck anymore, she wonders aloud, whatever did I do to deserve this? The handsome guy looks at her and says, I don't know about you, but I stepped on a duck. Cleanish joke. A pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel hanging down from his belt buckle. The bartender, did you know you have a steering wheel just hanging there? The pirate says, it's driving me nuts. A pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel on his pants, an eye patch and a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender says, hey, you've got a steering wheel on your pants. I know. It's driving me nuts. Two dyslexic guys walk into a bar. A baby seal walks into a club. What did the constipated mathematician do? Worked it out with a pencil. Two guys walking to a bar. The third guy ducks. Last night I played solitaire with tarot cards. 5 people died. Q. What's the leading cause of dry skin? A towels. What's the best part about a cliffhanger? What's brown and sticky? A stick. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Nothing makes a psychic more uncomfortable than a surprise party. What's ET short for? 'Cause he's got little legs. You know what I said at my second rodeo? This ain't my first rodeo. What kind of bees make milk? Boobies. If you put an ant in water and it sinks, it's a girl ant. If it floats, it's buoyant. What the difference between black-eyed peas and chickpeas? Black-eyed peas can sing us a song but chickpeas can hum us one. It's a Henny Youngman joke. I went to the doctor. He gave me 6 months to live. I couldn't pay my bill, so he gave me another 6 months. Must have sucked living in Rome. You could only leave off-road. Horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, hey, why the long face? A one-legged dog walks into a bar and says, I'm looking for the man who shot my paw. Knock knock, who's there? Doorbell repairman. A termite walks into a bar and asks, bartender? Pirate walks into a bar. Bartender asks him, what's up with the steering wheel on your belt buckle? Pirate says, I don't know but it's driving me nuts. 16 sodium atoms walk into a bar, followed by Batman. You may not have laughed, but I do, every time I tell it, so it counts. Smiley face. What do you call a fake noodle? Impasta. What's the worst thing about a blind person skydiving? Their guide dogs really hate it. I once took a bath with Bubbles. Bubbles was the girl next door. What do you call a penguin in the desert? What's the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper? If person says I don't know, gross. From the Muppets, did you know that Imagine Dragons is the original name of the band? Really? Yeah. They kept it. What is 668? The neighbor of the beast. If a man born in Poland is a Pole, is a man born in Holland a hole? Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because it was dead. Why did the chicken fall out of the tree? Because it was stapled to the monkey. This one needs a little bit of context. In Portuguese, the manatee is called peixe boy, something like bullfish, but it obviously isn't a bull or a fish. Every time a friend points out something that doesn't match its name, I say so it's like a manatee, neither a bull nor a fish. It's a dumb and quick comment I always make casually, but people always find it so funny and I never understand why. Did you blow Bubbles when you were a kid? Bubbles is back in town, he's looking for you. I went to the gas station to grab 8 cans of Sprite, but when I got home I realized I only picked 7 up. Adding a random explosion to any video always gets me. Have you heard the one about the constipated accountant? He couldn't budget so he worked it out with a pencil. What's dark brown and rhymes with Snoop? Dr. Dre. I had a girl like that once, try it.